I don't care if you were rubbing it down to the white meat or not trying to rub it down to the white meat because you're celebrating and. Welcome to the Black and Black Times Video, the Dank podcast on the internet. I'm your Instagram host, oldest man in the world, and with me tonight is the one and only Brothers.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? You know what? I figured this year I'm going to actually join the war on Christmas. I feel like over the years they keep taking L's and they need strong leadership. So I'm going to do that this year. And I'm just joking. I'm not going to do
that. So you're campaigning. Are you campaigning to be Santa Claus this year? Is this your candidacy for Santa Claus?
I think the war on Christmas in America would literally be the war on capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
There's 100% that would not happen.
You would utterly and fantastically lose.
Yeah, I think you would end up like Epstein. So
or worse.
Yeah, or worse.
Just worse. Just never. Just like disappear into obscurity. You would get Joey Buttafuoco.
What happened to that guy? I forgot.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Damn, it was that dark. All right.
I mean, he literally disappeared. Like after. I mean, he's probably running a subway in Staten Island, maybe.
I think he went to the shadow realm.
Or he got Epstein as well. I don't know, but he definitely disappeared.
See, okay, so Papa Bear says he hears an echo, but I don't.
I don't hear an echo.
Is it really bad? Oh, maybe it's just with you. Hold on, Ninja.
Is it with me?
We have this. No. We had this problem before, and I know how to fix it. So.
Oh, perfection.
If it is with you, he hasn't said anything yet. So, you're on the blue cam for some reason instead of the.
Your cameras are color coded. I do not have color coded cameras. Everyone's the same on my end.
There we go.
Fancy.
I think there should be no echo now for you. Hopefully.
Oh, I hope not. Oh
my God. I can't believe this. Hold on. Real quick, Lilith. Oh, it's just from... Yeah, it's just from him. Okay. It should be fixed now, hopefully. Let me know in the next...
Oh.
Yeah,
she's in the chat too. Yeah, I see her.
Yeah, so my daughter's in the chat, which is amazing because she's on a cruise right now. She's coming back
wow.
in the morning. We got to hang out for her 21st birthday, which is weird. That's how old Cronus is. Super old. We had some drinks at a fancy hipstery bar in San Diego downtown. We had a lot of fun. We went to 2 bars actually. We went to one that was hipstery and another one at a rooftop bar where she got some numbers. I'm just saying. I guess I was a wingman, but not really.
Imagine that, being a wingman for your own daughter. That's it's kind of. I feel like that's got to be some kind of Twilight Zone type of feeling.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't. They probably thought I was like her friend because I don't look that old.
Actually, I mean, we know this. If y'all listen to this podcast, you already know what I'm about to say. Black don't crack.
Unless you literally do crack.
Do crack, yeah.
Yeah, then black definitely cracks.
Crack will make you crack.
Yeah. So, Feliz Cumpleaños. Happy birthday. Cumpleaños. There we go. Yeah. To Lilith. Turned 21.
Oh, yeah. Hey, happy birthday.
Because that was last Thursday. And also, Merry Christmas. Jesus Christ.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Yes, Halloween was yesterday. If you're listening to this and you're listening to the audio and I don't know, maybe there's no date, timestamp, whatever. Halloween was 2023, which is yesterday night. And I myself had a really interesting, it was very mellow compared to the weekend that I had, which I'll probably go into a little bit, but it was very, very family friendly.
Was your weekend Chris and Blow?
Close.
Okay.
But,
just
yeah, but I had to drive, so close enough.
So maybe some hookers. Does it burn when you pee
now? But yeah, yes, it was very family friendly. Even though most of the adults got drunk in public, like they had their. Oh, I can hear the echo now. But
they said
they had their. Yeah, but it's very, very faint that I can hear. But yeah, most of the adults, they had their adult beverages in thermal mugs, like coffee mugs, so it looked like they're just trying to stay warm because it was pretty chilly. And they were getting fucked up with their small, very, I would say preteen to infant age children, because there was 8 kids running around in the neighborhood, and we had a pretty cool setup.
So real quick, I'm gonna give a couple more shout outs to Mike, Warrior Fella, and Tracy Urban. So I already said hello to Warriorfell, I believe. So all of you,
Black
y'all are shout
Panther.
outs now. Yeah, Black Panther.
Yeah.
What was hilarious? So we went trick or treating yesterday. I went with Prodigy, and he's
Oh
not.
no shit.
Yeah, and so
Ah.
which was nice because last year I had to use crutches up and
Oh,
down
that's
hills, and I had bloody armpits at the end of the night. But this year I can walk again, which is nice. And we were doing trick or treating, and then somebody had an adult trick or treating, and the dude was giving out sangria. I was like, all right, so I had me a sangria when I was out. That was
that's
dope.
awesome.
Yeah, it was
That's
definitely
fucking awesome.
appreciated.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's pretty funny. I guess COVID kind of added to this, where a lot of people just set up like a table
Yeah,
or a bucket, and they just leave it aside and says just take one, or they're monitoring and say, hey, don't make a mess or whatever. They're just sitting there, but there wasn't a whole lot of too many. I guess it was 50-50 interaction versus take one and go, or don't make a mess type thing. Like some of them had like chips and stuff. They had like chips and other snacks instead of actual candy, which I thought was hilarious. So like the adults are like, as they're drinking, they're like, oh, there's chips. So they're like,
yeah.
I need I need chips and snacks and stuff. I was cracking up laughing,
I feel like we
but it was
need to
cool.
that needs to be more of like a thing, like the kid side and the adult side. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. That'd be
I
great.
mean, why not? Because they're getting free shit. Why can't we?
Why can't we? Yeah, it's funny because one of the guys that we're with, one of his coworkers is remote in, I guess, India, and he had to explain. I mean, I guess she knew what Halloween was, but he had to explain what the actual custom was. And she's like, "That sounds utterly insane." So I know, right? But we do it every year.
I mean,
It's pretty
Holy's pretty
fun.
crazy too. I don't think it's crazy.
Yeah,
I think Holy's cool.
I mean, you get to throw paint at each other.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
paintball with
clay.
no
Yeah,
guns.
well, it's
I mean,
clay, but yeah,
it's
basically
clay.
paint.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
paint, clay. Yeah, it's paint. I mean, and it's easy to wash out, but I think that's awesome.
yeah.
You get to literally throw it at people, and if you're smart, you wear goggles because some people
Throw it in your
don't wear
eyes.
goggles. Yeah, and get it right
Yeah.
in your face. They do face shots, so wear goggles
Yeah.
if you celebrate.
You getting
You get hit in the
the color
face.
bukkake.
Like a clown just busted all over your face.
Yeah.
Oh, I have some RIPS. Yeah. I didn't get. I mean, normally we have Prodigy do this, but Prodigy is doing his due diligence, I guess, his husbandly duties, which I keep forgetting that this fool actually has titles.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck does that
He
happen?
got married in secret apparently.
Yeah, he eloped. Literally
He
eloped.
didn't elope. He just said nope. There's no celebration. Y'all just fuck any kind of celebration. There's gonna be no wedding, no nothing.
Yeah, I guess so. But no, we already know we are gonna find an excuse to party at some time in the future. So
Yeah.
we're gonna and just slap like their like marriage thing on top of it, even though we're probably celebrating something completely different. It's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait for that day. It's gonna be fun. Um, Back to the RIPS. We have a couple big, I would consider pretty big ones. The first person I kind of grew up with, so he was big to me. A lot of people probably don't know who the fuck he is, but I'm gonna dish it down. And there's Richard Mall.
Oh,
Richard
hell yeah.
Mall, he was an actor best known as the gentle giant bailiff Nostradamus Bull Shannon. Yes, his name was Nostradamus on the show. I remember it was like being a plot point of one of the episodes. But he's mostly known as Bull. Everyone called him Bull. He's Bull Shannon on the TV series Night Court, not the rebooted one. I don't know if he rejoined. I haven't seen the new Night Court that's on Peacock. I heard it sucks, but it is what it is. But on the old Night Court, he played the bailiff. In real life, he is 6'8", 6'8", and he also did voices for a ton of animated characters. So he was the voice of Two-Face in the Batman the Animated Series and the subsequent like spin-offs or sequel series like Batman and Robin, the Batman Brave and the Bold. He continued to voice Two-Face. He's also Scorpion in the Spiderman animated series, and then in the Mighty Max show he was Norman, and he's also voicing a couple of games in the Incredible Hulk. He was the voice of what's his name? Fuck, I didn't put the name down. But he's the one, the fucking Abomination. There we go. He's the voice of Abomination in the game. He's also one of the voices in the game Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno is a
He,
great game. We always talk about it.
yeah, it's one of those games that I mean, there's only one book, but It should have had a sequel, but still.
It had a DLC that came out like years later. It was weird. I didn't get a chance to play it though.
I had no idea it had DLC. I didn't
Yeah.
know Dante's Inferno had DLC. I do know it's on Game Pass though, so if you wanted to play it, it's on Game Pass. He would go on to appear in movies such as But I'm a Cheerleader, a very indie classic, Jingle All the Way. He's in Scary Movie 2 as like the main villain. He's in Loaded Weapon 1, which is an awesome parody of Lethal Weapon, and he's in the live action Flintstones film. He went to college, he graduated from UC Berkeley,
Hmm.
and he lived in Big Bear Lake, California, where he also passed away at the age of 80. So RIP to him. Next up, we have Matthew Perry. He is overwhelmingly known as the charismatic and charming Chandler Bing on the TV show Friends. Matthew Perry has also appeared in other shows and TV movies, as well as full-length feature films. He's resumed with many audiences, many folks. He got his start in film or in acting as a child actor. He landed guest spots in the show Charles in Charge, and then also in Beverly Hills 90210, playing opposite River Phoenix in the film and Night in the Life of Jimmy Reardon in the 1980s and in the early 1990s. He would later get casted in Friends due to those roles, and the show became a juggernaut, earning each cast member $1 million per episode. He would go on to star in films such as the 1997 rom-com Fools Rush In with Salma Hayek, and the 2000 ensemble comedy The Whole Nine Yards with Bruce Willis. Unfortunately, he had struggled with alcohol and opioids. He had been in and out of rehab, and in a memoir he had wrote, he stated that he had spent $7 million on trying to get sober. He did a 5 month
Damn.
hospital stint due to a ruptured colon from his habitual abuse. He was found dead this past Saturday in an apparent drowning at his home in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood of LA. His death, however, is still an open investigation, even though it's been ruled an apparent drowning. There were no illegal drugs on the scene.
Just the
Apparently,
legal ones. There's a whole bunch of legal ones that'll kill you like that, like
so there
alcohol
he
and
did
opioids. So
he did have legal drugs, but I guess they were. I guess it's been undetermined if he used them or not. So we're waiting to. It's going to take some time to do a full autopsy, but we will find out in a few weeks his official cause of death. But currently is because due to an apparent drowning. He was 54. It's pretty young.
yeah, it's young.
So there are IPs for this week.
That's a bummer. Those are all
yeah.
all the RIPs.
Yes, those are two.
I want to give a shout out to somebody that I met. Actually, I think we all met like in at one of the Comic Cons. It might have been up in the Bay. I'm pretty sure it's up in the Bay. The guy had if he ever saw me with like a red shirt that had like a really dope mech on it. It's a company called Boomslank, and they're actually making it pretty big now. They have like a lot of really good ads, and they're making sweaters now and hoodies. And they made one for the what do you call them? The signs? The what do you call those
Billboard?
things? No. The goddamn. This is how much I'm not into like that kind of stuff, like astrology and all that stuff.
Oh, they made an astrology sign. Okay.
Yeah.
Zodiac sign.
Zodiac signs. There we go. So this is the one for Leos, and this is the sweater. And it's actually like super high quality. There's like little things on here, like the patch on the arm, and there's like on one of the other arms. There's like another little cool patch. It's a really thick, well made hoodie, and there's like the like even the eyelets are like really well done. It's like embossed on it, and everything just like it feels really premium quality. So I'm glad because the guy who makes this, he's an artist and he's from Nigeria. I remember meeting him in person, and I wanted to get him on the podcast. But like the next year was the fucking pandemic, so yeah. If you guys ever, if you're in anime, want to support a local or sort of local artist, Boomslank.
I remember you talking about. I remember you sporting merch on the show.
Yeah.
And I remember briefly passing by the guy, but I didn't talk with him. I remember you did for a second.
This shit's dope. Like he makes cases for phones now, T-shirts, fucking hoodies, all kinds of shit. Yeah.
Right on. Good for him. I hope that hope he gets bigger and better. Oh, you want to know a crazy fun fact that Matthew Perry's stepfather is Keith Morris. he's the famous broadcaster. He does like a Dateline in 2020. He's like one of the interviewers. He's like one of the investigative journalists.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I
So
had
he,
no idea.
so he was a nepo baby, like everybody else.
Kinda. Well, it's his stepdad, but
Oh,
also his
stepdad.
dad
Yeah.
was but his dad did work as he worked for the prime minister for like a year. The prime minister of Canada. Sorry.
Oh, he's one of those Canadian guys. Still
Yeah,
sucks that he
he's
died.
Canadian.
So yeah.
It does, especially in the way that he went out. Kind of at such a fairly young age. I mean, 54 is pretty young now
It's only 10 years
nowadays.
younger than me, or older than me. Sorry, not younger. I'm not that old.
I'm all, oh, god dang. That's crazy, crazy stuff. It's a crazy world we live in. Anyway, I don't want to digress like we did last week because last week was a little depressing.
It was, but
But
actually, I was actually kind of happy that we went through all that. So if y'all weren't aware, like last week we talked about Israel and Gaza, or Palestine, really. But we're not going to talk about too much of that today, really, at all. But actually, we got some compliments on our, I guess, the take that we took on it, even though we had like the opposition side. And yeah, I think we
we
handled it
tried.
pretty well.
What did we? What is it? The project was just this bullshit. Fair and just or whatever. Or we try to be as neutral on the situation as possible because we don't live there and we're not of that ethnicity or I mean we don't have a dog in the fight. However, we are observers and I think there's a lot of things that the American people may or may not know, like me, because I didn't know a whole lot about that. So going over it, I think was pretty good. And I have a lot of Jewish friends. They have their opinions of what, and some of them were born out in Israel and immigrated here. So I haven't really reached out to them. I don't want to get depressed. I've had like a lot more depression stuff happen in the past couple weeks, and it's getting it's getting tough out there. So
It is. It's hard out there for a pimp, apparently, and everybody else too.
yeah,
So
yeah. So what I do want to talk about, um I think we're the only two, maybe Blue, that watch Gen V because I know that Prodigy is not watching Gen V. He's right behind.
yeah, we talked about it last night.
So
I caught up yesterday
okay,
with from last week's, and I mean the show's continued to just really impress. It's a really fantastic show. I love the direction that they're going, and I like the way that they're bringing in quote unquote woke ideals, but still being like kind of shitty about it.
yeah, it's like they bring it up and then they shoot it down.
Yeah, like they it's like the perfect example is like Jordan Lee, who like
Mm.
it's this literally a bigender person who like it's two people in the same body, one's a man, one's a woman, and like when they change genders, they have different powers. And but the person doesn't like track. She's like, I think as they are like super powerful, but because they don't like track well in the South, like they'll never be like number one ranked. They'll have to be like way below. So yeah,
I mean, they're in the top 10, but they're still not like. Though I don't think they have not broken top 5.
well, they should have been number one because they whooped Golden Boy's ass.
But nobody knew that. Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody knew
yeah.
that though. That's the thing. So,
Well,
but
not whooped his
yeah,
ass, but fair fight. Yeah,
fair fight. Yeah, he's able to go toe to toe, 100%.
yeah.
And it's very what I'm liking with the current episode because it's been a week because tomorrow is the season finale.
Yeah.
Actually, tonight at midnight, technically. For us, it's midnight. um, the show is linking a lot more with the boys because we've had like at least 3 or 4 characters from the boys on the show, especially recently, like major players in the boys that have been on the show. So I'm like, oh wow, and they're just like it's like being woven into season 4. Like there's some big, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it or whatnot, but there's some big reveals that could definitely change the game in the boys like primary show. So it's been very interesting. We got some. It's weird because there's an aspect of a character as an audience we know of. We know that they're a soup, but in the world of the boys, nobody else knows that that person's a soup. And then they
And they don't know.
casually, they
Yeah.
casually revealed themselves to somebody. So I was like, what the fuck?
Well, and like showed like what their actual power is, which is amazing. Because I figured
Yeah.
it was something like that, and yeah,
Yeah, I thought it's completely different, and then I realized like, oh, I can see how this is the derivative of it, and they literally tell him like, you have no idea how powerful you are. This is the first time that I've noticed that two characters have the exact same powers.
Yeah,
Like you could say that um, Homelander's son and Homelander, but it's not. That's not necessarily true because his son is more powerful than him. He just doesn't know how to control it. So, and he probably has like maybe one or two different power sets that Homelander does not have. So, and then we also see that an event from season 1 or 2 of The Boys was a major plot point in Gen V. And I was like, oh shit.
yeah, yeah. Like right when they said like the flight, I was like, oh, but I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I already knew. Well, you see the newspaper, and I'm like, hey, I recognize those shots. Like,
yeah,
I've seen that before, and it's just like, oh shit. Like, what the soups do has like a huge ripple effect. And we get to see that in the boys. And then it's just weird to me that like all these, or not the boys, I'm sorry, Gen V. And then like we see all these kids, or all these like kids that were from families that I would think would be impoverished, but it's like some parents just like they just took the dove, or I guess they took the money and ran or whatever, just to experiment on their kids, really, because you don't know what powers your kids are going to get if they take um, uh, V. So it's just like you're rolling the dice, and then when your kid gets the power, you don't know what power they're going to get. They're not going to know how to control it, especially at a young age. And then we see like the rejects, like quote unquote rejects, or kids that like they're in college and still don't have control of their power, or they're completely unstable. So it's very, very
yeah.
interesting.
That'd be weird to like give your kid something like you could basically be giving the kid like they could be a nuclear bomb and you have no idea until like they blew up,
Hmm.
and just killed everybody.
Yeah,
It's just like
and then reassemble themselves. It's like
yeah,
what the fuck? That
this
kid could be four.
this seems quite reckless, but whatever.
Yeah, but people do it. So, I mean, especially if they offer you a larger sum of money, I can see definitely like poorer families like taking a huge sum of money as they get themselves out of like a bad situation just to give their kids powers. And I guess they get free college, or oh no, I guess not, because like
They don't all make it in a Godolkin.
yeah, they
Yeah.
don't all make it into college, so then you could end up having a rogue, like, because in
No,
the world of the boys,
there's another facility where they go with if they don't make it. Remember? I
what's
forget what
their
they
name?
called it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's like a shittier
It,
place.
yeah, but it's just funny to me because like in the world of the boys, there's no villains, and so there was no villains, so they had to try to create villains to make it seem
Yeah.
like soups were like completely necessary. So it's very, very interesting. So I'm liking Gen V. I'm curious to see how it all ends. There's been a little bit of shocks and stuff with the last 2 episodes. I really like Emma's character, the chick who can shrink. I mean, it's very
Yeah.
weird that
It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
she fell in love with a schizophrenic boy, but she does her best to like help him out. But she's like very compassionate, but she has like a interesting power set. Like when she got big, I didn't realize that she could do that. I thought she could only get small. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Same.
oh shit.
Think how much
I was like,
she has to
holy
throw up
shit.
when she gets big, or how much she has to eat. That's probably why
Eat to get large.
she always kept saying, like her mom kept saying, "Gotta watch what you eat," because
Hmm.
I mean she kept her same basic like physique, so like whatever.
Yeah. It's funny because her mom's like, I think you got shorter. Because like, how do you know you're normal?
Yeah.
How much do you know to throw up to be normal? How do you know how much to like eat to get big enough but not too big? Like I figure she can probably get to 50 feet, like literally be the 50-foot woman if she
Yeah.
eats enough.
Yeah.
Unless she eats until she passes out. I don't know. We don't know. We don't. I mean, that potential is there. It's there. Very cool. It's very funny watching them throw like a frat party and like everyone's all throwing out their parties or throwing out their powers. There's the guy who's like in love with the llama. I mean, it's a girl, but she turns herself into a llama.
Yeah. The invisible guy.
And- and-
That's Translucent's kid.
oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. So then that's two people with the same fucking power. Two
Yeah.
sets of people with the same set of powers. But he's like in love with this llama, and I guess the llama is a girl who permanently stays with the llama. I guess she can change back, but she never does. And he's like literally fucking the llama. Like he has no qualms about saying that he fucks the
I guess. Yeah.
llama. It's so fucking
Nobody
funny.
sees him doing it, so you know.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, you can see a hat and fucking glasses.
he just takes his hat
I
and
mean, you can
glasses
take
off.
them
He's good to
off,
go.
yeah, but
Yeah.
still,
It's like, what's that slapping
It's
sound like? Clapping them llama cheeks.
oh, I hear macaroni.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all bad, but the show's been fucking pretty spectacular so far. I'm very pleased with the show. I'm sad it's only 8 episodes, but I can't wait. So
It got,
I'm gonna have to wait until Monday to watch episode
it's
8.
all good. First of all, it got renewed. Second of all, you get Invincible on Friday. Invincible season 2, which I've
Oh,
watched
that's
like the
right.
first 2-3 episodes, and it's just as good as the first
Mm,
one. So yeah.
okay. Oh, fair and balanced. Okay, yeah. Uh, oh yes. So also, speaking of another good show, that Papa Bear brought up, which I'm loving a lot, is Loki.
I haven't.
I don't know if you're watching
I haven't had a
Loki.
chance yet.
Oh,
I've been
dude.
fucking
I
busy,
mean,
man.
it literally Loki season 2 literally fucking hits the ground running. It literally just it's like nonstop go when season 2 starts. It's like weird because it's like it's still how did I describe it? It's kind of like watching like I guess imagine Star Trek, right? Imagine that there's like as the epitome like war core breach, like everything's gonna explode. We don't have a certain amount of time, and then we have to repair like the whole fucking ship. And then while you're trying to repair the ship, you have people that don't want the ship repaired because they're like, oh, you know what, fuck this shit, just like everything blow up. That's literally the premise of season 2 so far. And imagine like the transporters where you transport from deck to deck. That's basically them going through time on trying to fix each deck so far. It's been really good. Marvel's Doctor Who. Oh, Papa is Marvel's Doctor Who. So I do not watch Doctor Who. I've literally seen the approximate of 10 minutes across multiple different eras of the show. So if it's like Doctor Who, sure, because I know there's like diehard fans, but Loki season 2, I've been fucking like diehard for it. It's very weird to me to watch a TV show have powerhouse actors on it. Like when we see um, Jonathan Majors on the show, I don't want to say he upstages, but he almost gets there. But seeing him and Tom Hiddleston and the other lady from Lovecraft and like Owen Wilson like together and scene, it's very and Gugu. I can't pronounce her last name, but her first name is literally Gugu. It's an African name. Her name's Gugu Mba. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But like they have really fucking epic scenes together. They may be brief, but they're very very like watch worthy. It's
Oh, I
really
remember
good.
what you're
And
talking
then
about.
like
Yeah, she's a great actress. Like she's like
yeah,
the
she's great.
I hate to say this, but she's the larger African woman
Yes,
from
she's yeah she I believe she's Nigerian.
she's beautiful to
I
me.
mean
So yeah.
yeah, I mean she hasn't so she's British I guess, but I think she's British Nigerian. That's what it is. But yeah, she's great. She's a great actress.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of shit. But also I gotta give props to Tara Strong. Like Tara Strong, who plays Miss Minutes, probably the most fucking disturbing character in the MCU to date. If you don't believe me, that means you're not watching Loki season 2.
I heard there was like
If
some
you're
really
watching
fucked
it,
up shit, yeah, this season.
yeah, it's one of those scenes where what you hear is worse than what you see. It's very fucking crazy. And yes, Ki Hu Kwan, he's it feels weird, but it's like watching grown up Data, which I don't have a problem with because he owns it. He owns the scene. He's like a super hyper, like he's like watching like imagine Data was like 40 and
Oh, your audio dropped. I don't know what happened. That's on your end, man. Oh Ninja, your audio dropped. I don't think you can hear me either. This is quite strange. He's keep going. I don't know what happened there. Oh, let me message him. Yeah, we'll try to get him back in a second here. So yeah, I have not watched Loki, but I heard really good things about it, and I look forward to checking it out. Old Ninja's doing some troubleshooting. What was I going to talk about? Still can't hear you, man. And I didn't change anything on my end. Just saying, wait. Okay. No, still nothing. And if you can't hear me, you can't hear me, right? No. Oh, you can hear me now. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I cannot hear you. Let me just make sure it's not something on my end, man. Just in case you were on Blues. Try and talk now. Nope. So yeah, it's not on my end. So while he's trying to pop out and pop back in. Try that. I'll see you when you come back in. I'll keep my eye on the thing. So he'll probably come back to it, but I've been I beat Spider-Man 2 this week, and that game was amazing. It is one of the best Spider-Man stories, comic book or otherwise, ever. Maybe not the best, but it's up there for me. I'm trying to think about a better Spider-Man story, but the reason why this one is great is because it ties in so many different. Let me pull him back in.
Fuck, I'm dying.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't. So I have my headset works for my Xbox, and my Xbox turned on for some reason, and then the audio connected to the box when it should not have turned on at all. But I tried to get it to come back, but it says it was connected, but I don't know what happened.
No, it's all good. We got to figure it out.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, Ki-Hu Kwan. I don't know where you dropped off of, but Ki-Hu Kwan, he's killing it on Loki. It's only 4 episodes in. It's been fucking spectacular for me so far. Hopefully they don't drop the ball for the next 4 episodes. So
we'll see. All right.
Yeah.
So I was talking about.
You were talking about Spider-Man.
Yes, I was while you were gone. Yeah, the Spider-Man 2, the game is amazing. The story is so good. And the reason why it's one of the best Spider-Man stories ever, in my opinion, is because it pulls in so many different stories. And I can't even, some of them are going to be spoilers. So I'm not going to spoil the game. But there's, it's a lot. And you get basically, there's a lot of noise in your background now. Oh, Ninja. There we go. Thank you. There's just, there's so many different characters you get characters from Into the Spider-Verse. Obviously, you get Miles Morales' characters. You get, Peter Parker Spider-Man, Rogues Gallery. There's there's some secret bosses too in the game. There's another character that you can play as in the game that changes the whole game for me. And I'm like, this character needs their own game. It was that good. You only got to play as this character for not a long period of time, but you felt powerful as shit when you played as them. And it's fantastic. I can't believe that they had this good of a story with that good of gameplay. My only complaints about the game are I had some bugs, and some of them are game breaking, and some of them crashed the game. So I had 2 crashes and 2 game breaking bugs where I had to restart the game or restart my fucking PlayStation. So what the hell was that? Something flew. That was weird. Anyway, if you have a PS5, getting Spider-Man 2 should be on your agenda. And I also heard that Robocop is really good. I saw a lot of decent reviews, and I've been watching the previews, and it looked good. Oh, Ninja, you been watching the reviews and previews for this game? I want to play it.
So I've been looking at reviews, and they're kind of mid-road. They're better. They're average. But the game looks fucking fun. You go in and you get to literally just murder the entire fucking room of criminals, and some of it's brutal. There's blood and guts and heads everywhere. So I'm like, oh shit. And then you get to battle Ed 209. It looks fucking dope, and it looks like they brought back Nancy Allen to play her character again. It looks fun, and I have a feeling that it might be on Game Pass day one. It may not be, but either way, I'm really tempted.
I think the main reason why it's probably middle of the road is because there are people that are younger than our generation that are like, what is this fucking bullshit? Because it's very campy and cheesy, but that's what you want playing this game if you watch this movie when it first came out, because it's so campy and cheesy when you're watching it with ultra violence. And they brought there's a lot of Easter eggs, you can shoot a dude in the dick, and because that's from the movie. And it's hilarious. And they give the, I got shot in the dick animation. So, yeah. And it has the whole the CRT lines on the screen and the green glowing lines and all that shit. Like it's very retro, which is it's funny to say retro because I lived through that. But yeah, it was still it looks like a lot of fun. Like it looks like a fun first person shooter. I'm gonna get it. You gonna get it? Are you gonna get it too, old ninja? I think you're still muted. Can you hear me? He's doing something. All right. Well, he knows how to unmute himself, so we'll figure that out soon. This podcast is probably not going to be a long one. Also, by the way, I have to get up at like 5:30 in the morning because I have to drive to Long Beach, and I live in Chula Vista. I live basically near Mexico, and I have to drive to Long Beach. So, yeah, it's gonna be a drive so I can get Lilith, my oldest daughter, and drive back and hang out with her for a couple of days. What else is on here? Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid Delta. I think we talked about it previously on the podcast. Maybe on the podcast, but I know we talked about it in like our little private chat. I got kind of worried because there was no studio announced behind it, and nobody said what the engine was. Well, apparently it's running on Unreal Engine 5. So, rejoice, probably. Like that's a solid engine, so hopefully it'll be a decent game. At least the graphics look good, and it's not just it's probably not bullshit that they're showing us because it's a real engine. Old Ninja, your camera dropped off, and I still can't hear you. If you can hear me, let me make sure that maybe he dropped all the way out. Oh, hold on.
I did.
There we go. I'm back. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. I did drop out because like I couldn't hear you for a second.
Hey, Gion's here.
My shit.
What's up, Gion?
Oh, hey, good to see you, Gian.
Oh, and Blue's in there too. Like probably for a second.
Oh, he's probably in a second. Greg Shoemaker. What? Who's that? Who's that person?
I don't know that either.
Oh, Nancy Allen is comedian Greg Shoemaker's ex-wife. Maybe if I saw the picture. Anyway, I had to ask you a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Are you watching Special Ops Lioness? Are you watching this show? It's on Paramount Plus.
Special Ops Lioness?
Lioness.
Lioness. No, but is that the one with what's her name? I forget her name. Zoe Saldana?
Yes, it is with Zoe Saldana.
No,
and Nicole Kidman. And there's a special appearance by Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
It's been pretty fucking. So it starts out like, kind of like. I haven't seen the show, so I can't make this comparison. I was gonna say it's kind of like Homeland, but I don't think that's a proper.
Homeland?
So basically, it starts up. Yeah, the one with
I know you're talking about.
it? Yeah, the one with Claire Danes.
Yeah.
Where she goes undercover. So it's basically they start out with putting a woman who's oh shit, Blue's in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it starts out with the woman.
Oh wait, no, he's here. Hold on. Somebody's here.
Oh,
we pull him in.
That's him. He's Zordon.
Yeah, he's so dark. Hey, what's up, man? Can you hear us?
What's up, Zordon? Black Zordon.
Hey guys,
there we go.
it's your boy Blue here. I'm still on the run. Just want to jump on a podcast real quick. So I've literally gone through all of the Harry Potter books, audiobooks, and they're amazing. I'm surprised nobody's ever told me how great these books were.
Fuck you, Blue.
Come on, like what the hell, guys? It told me.
It's all bad.
I also follow up with watching the movies. Wait, hold up. Wait, one second. I'm at a better spot now. What else is going on? Shit. I heard Spiderman 2 is great. I see all the video reviews, and it's awesome. And I hope to get it soon once I'm home, because this crazy chick still looking for me. But yeah.
It's on the run.
I'm scared, y'all. I'm really scared. Hopefully I can come back soon, but I don't know. What's that?
Stay safe out there.
These streets are crazy, man. I need to get back to Sesame Street. That's what they say. R.I.P. to Chandler Bing. I thought he died. That's really sad.
Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. We got this. This is a reunion, apparently.
Yeah, Stitch. Hey, Stitch.
Can you hear us now?
Hey, man, I need your help, man. I need some
Yeah.
expertise here. I need help.
You sound like you're on the run.
I am, man.
Run.
I suggest you turn yourself in.
Oh no.
You just say his name right. It's
I'm on the run from.
Almighty.
I'm like on misery level right now, trying to get away from somebody.
Oh, jeez.
Can't even see me.
You look like you're trapped in a closet.
You're Black Zordon. That's what it looks like.
Basically. But yeah, man, I've been catching up on the Harry Potter books. Read them all, 7 of them. They're really good. I definitely recommend people check out the audiobooks. What else? Upload on Amazon. Just drop. Definitely check that out. The show is amazing. I like the first part. And
There's an echo. Hold on, I gotta fix you guys.
wait, what's that? What's that sound? Shit, I gotta fucking go.
Wait, don't,
Oh, blue.
this
Blue,
fucking
don't get
guy.
shot.
What the
Was
fuck?
that gunshot?
He's
I thought I heard
being weird.
gunshots.
Hold on, what? Let's see. You're on Ninja's cam. Sorry, I gotta figure out Stitch's audio situation here. There you go.
Can you hear me, or-
Yeah. I just
I can hear you, but they're saying
there's an echo, but I fixed it. So,
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay.
What the hell did I
Yes.
just walk in on?
Uh,
Where's he at?
he's at.
He's on the run.
Yeah, he's on the run still. From saying Almighty wrong, that chick found him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. What a trip.
What's going on, man? It's been a while. How you doing?
Yeah, good. Baby went down, so I was able to hop on here. She normally she kind of up and hopping around and stuff, but I think she's still tired from trick or treating yesterday, so she went to bed at a decent time tonight and everything. So I was able to hop on before it got too late.
You been on that Spider-Man, right? You beat it?
Beat Spiderman so damn good. I could have beaten it faster. I still could have like done some more like fetching quests and everything, but I just wanted to get to the boss battle fights are so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it just marinate before I proclaim it like my game of the year, but it's definitely on the finalist list. I don't think that's requires too much effort to place that there.
You've probably read more Spider-Man than me, but this is like one of my favorite Spider-Man stories ever, if not my favorite Spider-Man story ever. I think it's like one of the best because of the way that they bring it all in.
Yes, Craven is just and I don't want to say too much without giving too much away, but I love the Craven storyline with his final hunt. There's so much going on in it. It's written so well. It's like they took just a collection of his great storylines and were able to seamlessly put them together into a playable video game where you actually feel a part of it. It's not like you're just watching stuff play out in front of you through cutscenes. It's like you're in the shit. Like I said, the boss battles are insane. They remind me of like God of War type stuff.
Like the first one. Yeah, like when it was like amazing because like you never. Yeah.
you're like, oh God, I'm about to start right now. Like, oh fuck, okay.
Yeah.
It's just right off the bat with Sandman. It's just like, oh fuck, how are we handling this? And then just the whole open world is really amazing. I love the first one. I love the Miles Morales one. They took everything from that and they seem to have built on it. They really mastered the PS5 in terms of everything it can do. Obviously, when Spider-Man Miles Morales came out, it was shortly after I think the PlayStation 5 released. But they've just built upon everything it can do in terms of the world, just the detail. Like I'm going through doing other missions and like the city's still fucked up from the Sandman and shit. I'm just like,
yeah. City gets fucked up twice. It's great.
that city stays fucked up.
It's all bad.
Yeah, but it's really good. The art work on it, I plan on going back and playing and taking so many still shots just of great angles and action poses that everyone's doing. It was really a really fun game. I highly recommend it to anybody who's thinking about playing it. and just take your time and enjoy playing it because it's dope. It's fun. I cannot wait for the next one to come out. And I mean, it was thoroughly enjoyable. It's one of those moments where it's just like I'm so glad to be alive and to play this game.
Yeah, it
Damn.
was. I was surprised that it was so good because the first one was really good, and then Miles Morales was really good, and then this one just like it just made everything better. And I think like like I said before, the only downsides for me was like some bugs, and then for other people, I know that they were getting kind of tired of like the open world aspect of it, of like kind of being too repetitive. But I'm like, fuck that. I like breakdancing on somebody's ass, like randomly. I don't care. Like, let's do this.
I mean, it's all of New York. It's not just Manhattan.
Yeah.
It's all of New York where you're going around doing everything, and there's so many Easter eggs. And I saw something. I mean, you can just go on like Facebook and online or on Twitter, and you can see like people finding new Easter eggs. Someone was talking about they found the Hands location and stuff with like Daredevil. You obviously, what's it called? The embassy, like the Wakanda embassy and everything.
I gotta visit there still.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the grave sites and the whole world is just like an oyster, and they do a really good job of. It seems like they got everything in New York, block by block, just full scale.
So I'm working on the platinum now, and I have like a few left, but some of them are like would have been a lot easier if I'd have read the fucking trophies before I beat the game. So yeah, and I already like beat all like the side quest stuff. So there's like a couple of them where I'm just like, God damn it, I could have like done this in the main game. Now what we'll probably have to do is like start a new game or go back to old save where I was still in the main story to like get some of this.
That's the only thing that they don't have the new game plus yet, where I hear I guess it's coming maybe in a couple months. But if I remember correctly, New Game Plus would let you sort of start the game over, but you had all your powers, all the suits unlocked, and you could just replay the storyline. From my understanding, and I haven't restarted the new one, but I guess the spectacular one, it's another bump up in difficulty, but you start from I guess just plain zero with your abilities and your gadgets.
Well, I mean, I played it on the hardest difficulty that you could play on this time, and it's like, for a while it wasn't a challenge, and then there's a certain part of the game, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, where all of a sudden I was like, oh, okay, I can get fucked up like really quickly now. So yeah.
Yes, yeah. There were some times where I was like, okay, can't just button mash through this, and it's just like boom, boom. Oh shit, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, oh yeah, and especially fighting the lizard. I like had to lean forward. I was like, okay, this is getting pretty fucking intense. Like he's just one-shotting me, just fucking my whole world up. But it was fun.
Yeah, I think the lizard was a fun fight. The Craven was a fun fight. There's a couple other really fun fights. There's sometimes where like you think you beat like a boss, and then it's like, oh, he's coming back with like more health. I'm like, God damn it, I blew my wad already.
That's not my final form.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Venom one, it's crazy. You're just hopping around. You're just like, okay, I think I got it. Boom. And then it's like, oh no, he just hopped over to new scenery. I'm chasing him. It's like, oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah.
But it was thoroughly fun.
They even fixed the MJ missions. I was like, bro,
yes,
like they weren't terrible.
Yeah, there's no dumb screwball missions from the last one, so I was glad that was gone. All your little side quest missions are manageable. Like it's nothing too time consuming or anything. Like the little MJ stealth one. There's another one where you're kind of doing some little sneaking around, but it wasn't bad.
There's some sad side quests. I don't know if you played them all yet, but there's like two in particular. One that is really fucking sad.
The man in the park one.
The one with the pigeons and shit.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
I was like, God damn, man.
Yeah, the ones I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, where's he at? I was like, oh shit. But it's dope. Anybody thinking about getting it, you got to. It's so much fun. Even if you don't know the storylines, it will make you want to pick up the books and go reread them if you're not fresh on them, or just experience and see what the differences are, because Craven is a bad fucking dude. Like,
Yeah.
he's a legit ass dude.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Well, that's what I liked about it is that it was like basically they pulled in probably I would say like minimum like 7 different Spider-Man storylines. That's like minimum. And there was like one that they pulled in that I didn't know they were gonna go there, but it's like a recent storyline with No. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
Oh
like
shit,
yeah,
that's interesting because I haven't seen Null in digital media yet.
that's sort of spoilery,
So
but yeah, it's
yeah.
you're still gonna enjoy the game. So yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, and then, yeah, even the
Okay.
stuff with MJ and where she's just talking shit. Like, I don't say what happens, but MJ's just like laying in the Peter on some shit, just like fucking I can't pay the rent, blah 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 blah
yeah,
blah. I was like, you don't fucking care. I was like, God damn. I was like, this is fucking getting personal. And it was dope. It was really really good.
yeah. When Peter started turning into like the symbiote, I was just like, oh, he's like straight up asshole. I was like, man,
Yeah.
his whole demeanor changes, like his whole voice changes, is great.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was really good.
You guys like seem to power through this. I feel like you guys beat this in 2 days.
I could have beat it way fast. I could have beat it way faster.
Yeah, you guys are going pretty tough in the game, so it's like, did it feel like it was too quick or not?
No, no.
No, not at all. It does not feel rushed. Um, Everything that you're doing in the, I mean, I guess you could rush through it if you just did main mission, main mission, main mission, but I can't envision myself in these boss battles with like 3 web shots. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think that's working, or if I only got like 1 gadget and I got it to, like, no, I don't think it's a feasible possibility, especially like health wise and stuff. It's like,
Yeah, you get Molly up pretty quickly.
yeah, yeah.
Let's put it
Yeah.
on easy or normal, I guess. Maybe on normal, but actually, even on
Yeah.
normal, you probably still get fucked up.
Yeah, because I was doing the amazing version, but like, yeah, you gotta, and I sort of caught myself in my gameplay. I tend to find myself dodging more than parrying.
Yeah.
And then when I forget who it
There's
was I
one
was
boss you have
fighting
to.
against,
Yeah.
where I was like, yeah, I need to start doing some more parry, because like they would do that strong thing where it's just like, yo, you can't block this. You gotta like get clear out the way, or you gotta parry it at perfect timing. And doing the whole parry thing, I was like, man, I was neglecting dodging a good bit, but the parrying was dope, because then when you're Peter, like the enhanced
Iron Spider suit.
Iron Spider suit
Yeah.
stuff will come out, and I really liked how it, on certain suits, it was different. It wasn't just like a generic, oh, the claws come out. Like, it was matching the suits. It was so funny, because like once I felt like a cutscene was coming, I was like, okay, let me change the suit, because I just love seeing like the details and the minute stuff in it. Like when like for the Superior Spider-Man suit, like the way the webs were sort of traced like on his suit, it wasn't like your normal like like perfectly drawn whatever. It was like kind of like fractured
Yeah.
ish, and it was just like little small details in that I thought was really really dope. I only had the one bug, which I guess you turn Spider-Man into a cube, which I
Yeah.
actually
You got
saw
that
that
one?
a couple of days. Yeah. And I was, because I was freaking out for a second, because it was, you had mentioned about some of the bugs you had.
A turn of the
I
sun.
I hadn't had any, and I was like, oh, okay, I got one. And so I was like, all right, restart to checkpoint, and I'm like, I'm still a fucking cube. And I was like, okay, let me exit the game, start it back up, and I'm like, I'm still a fucking cube. And I was like, okay, let me
Reset
turn
the
the
whole
whole
yeah.
thing off. And then it finally went. I was like, thank God, because I was way far into the game, so I was freaking out in my mind, thinking like, oh my God, I can't
Ninja,
beat
you
this
got
game on this.
Ninja, mute your microphone. Sorry, you can hear background guys. So
Yeah, but it was that was really the only issue in terms of like the any technical defects that I actually had. Everything else went really really smoothly. Stuff was synced up. I didn't have any issues where I like fell through the floor or anything. I think one of the times where I was walking on the sand, when the city was fucked up, I caught myself going into a corner where I was like completely submerged in the sand, but it still looked realistic. Like it was like like sliding down me and stuff like that. But I was like, okay, I'm almost submerged in the sand, but it didn't look glitchy. It just looked like I could put myself fully in sand if I wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I got stuck on a corner once with like a big ass enemy, I will say, in front of me, where I was just like stuck for like a good probably 3 seconds, but it feels like forever when you're getting fucked up. So yeah.
Yeah, the game was dope. I mean, get it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I liked it. So we're actually going to end this one a little bit short because I have to get up at like 5:30 in the morning.
It's all good. I'm glad I was able to hop in.
I'm with it. I'm totally with it. Well, I expected it to be short anyway. Cause we weren't at full strength, but we got some special guest stars coming in. Or
Special guest stars that were
popping.
original members, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's original members, but it's still pretty good. Glad to see Stitch and Blue making an appearance. So, all right.
Yeah.
So Stitch, we'll start with you. What you got going on this weekend, post Halloween?
Tomorrow, I'm gonna bring the baby to this play area called like Love to Play. It's almost like Discovery Zone for us that back in the day. So it's just like an area where like the kids can just climb, jump. It's like a McDonald's play palace, whatever the fuck it is, or whatever the hell they call it now. But it's just one of those on steroids where you just go and pay like $20. They give them like little socks and they just run amok. So I like bringing Storm there on weekdays when there's like nobody there, and I can just sit there and just chill and watch her play. So I'm gonna do that. Weather's been pretty good. Last week we went up to the Discovery Museum out in SF. It was right by the Golden Gate, which was really, really dope. And then spent the weekend in Tiburon. So I was able to just get away from not really get away from the bear, but I just made a little day trip and right near the water.
Dude, that's just North Bay. You didn't get away.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's sort of bougie-ish, where
it is very bougie because apparently Robin Williams' estate is in Tiburon or close to Tiburon. So.
Oh yeah, but it was really good. So it was nice to just sort of refresh and just relax and just spend time with the family. So it was dope.
Nice.
Cool. Cronus, you've been hinting at your weekend, but I know you probably got a lot more. Do you want to just reiterate, or you got some other sneaky stuff?
No, just
weekend as well?
picking up my daughter, my oldest daughter, early tomorrow morning. She's out she'll be in Long Beach. She's on a ship right now, going up to Long Beach, and then we'll hang out for the next couple of days. I'm not sure we're gonna do this. I'm trying to have dinner with like the family, but I know that Prodigy's family they're doing something on Saturday, so we're trying to do something on Friday. I'm waiting for everybody to get back, including my brother, because he lives here too, obviously. Because I want to hang out with everybody again with my daughter. So then I'll take my daughter out to go do some adult stuff because she's a whole ass adult now, and it's super weird. So yeah.
Right on. As for me, I'm just coming off of my South Lake Tahoe trip. I had a really good time. I was wilding out for a little bit, and then hanging out with the family. And then, unfortunately, there's been a lot of like family news dropping in. So I've been dealing with fallout with that. But I'm planning on returning to work, a full week of work this week. Planning my Vegas trip, and then I was trying to do some of the scary games for Spooky Month, and I didn't really get to it. I'm debating about Alan Wake 2, and I bought fucking Resident Evil 4 like 4 months ago, and I still have it wrapped. So I may actually try to install that. But then Modern Warfare 3 is literally 9 days from today, or 8 days.
Damn.
Yeah, so like I'm trying to get Stitch and Prodigy to finish up the raids before we go into full zombie mode and start blowing away a ton of zombies and shit. The Halloween event for Modern Warfare 2 is still going live. I'm still delving into that, but I'm really taking a break from going out because even though it's been cool during the day, or like cool is in really good weather in the Bay, at night it's been pretty fucking cold. So,
Yeah, it got really cold here a couple days ago too. I was just like, whoa.
yeah, so I'm probably not going out as much, but it's just going to be like a gaming weekend for me. There's nothing really out I would be going to see in the theater, so I'm just going to watch the end of Gen V, watch some Loki tonight. And that's kind of... Oh, I'm watching more. I highly recommend both of you, Stitch and Cronus, that you both try to get at least 2 episodes in Special Ops Lioness. It's been. I want to know what you two think about it because I'm liking it a lot. It got me. It's hooks in me. So
Check it out.
What's that on? That's on Netflix or?
it's on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got Zoe Saldana as like a career woman. Like you think that she's like a hardcore Marine, but she's CIA. But by the way she runs her unit, it doesn't seem like that. But it's been really good. It has a lot of threads to it that I'm liking. It's not just like a one-dimensional kind of like special ops, I guess, show. So I recommend it. I'm not done with that. I still got like 3 more episodes. So.
All right, I'll try to check it out.
All right, this is a quick and dirty Black and Black Times Infinity episode. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with BTHAN BTI anywhere you listen to your podcast. We go live every Wednesday 8:30 Pacific-ish on YouTube. You can also watch us on Twitch now because we're dual simul streaming. Is that the
Sure, why not?
yeah, simulcast. Simulcast. There you go. That's simulstream. Anywhere you consume your podcast, check our official website, benheadproductions.com/BNBTI. And we have an email, bnbti@gmail.com, because we have a Discord. You can email us, let us know if you want to join our Discord, or if you have like questions or comments about previous episodes, just let us know the episode number and or title, and maybe we'll answer your stuff on the show live. There you go.
All right.
In
We're out
penetrating
this
further
bitch.
and further into
Peace.
the unknown vastness of space.
Where's the buttons? Gotta find the buttons.
Yet many questions remain unanswered.